MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alcs.
And now, your 2020 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
CC Sabathia will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
So striding forward now, Minnie Minoso. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Minoso aboard here at first with nobody out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. No one out with a runner at second. There's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take it back.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 35.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Thomas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Now the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, D-Row. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Come on, let's hold him.
3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. And that's in there, 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Digging in now, James McCann. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman. So here's Daniel Ponca now. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Donaldson on third. Konerko over at second. Anderson at first. 2 out in the inning. A pause and the 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Two and 2. Here it is. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the White Sox 2 and the Yankees coming to bat. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you can do anything about it.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Minnie Minoso. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The batter.
And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Frank Thomas. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
1 strike.
Wendell stands at second with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
The 3-1. 3-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. The 3-2 one more time. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs. But if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Come on, Yankee!
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this. That will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 3 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now for the White Sox. Paul Konerko. He drew a walk his first time up.
Paul Konerko.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 to him now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Come on, up. What are you doing?
Konerko gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Too high. Ball 3. Three-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box now, James McCann. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Now McCann with a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, and the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
It wasn't exactly a majestic home run, but ShowTrack tells us here that that ball was absolutely crushed. It left the bat at an incredible 116 miles an hour.
Up next for Chicago,
Stepping in now, Daniel
the right
Polka.
fielder, Daniel.
He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Strike him out.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here, 2-2 though.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Another try at 2-2. Fastball well outside. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, and when
Now
a pitching
batting,
coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably
Kevin
just looking to reset the
Kiermaier.
pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Stepping up now, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
And here he is in the 3rd inning. Trouble again. He's just not able to find that comfort zone out there.
Runners on first with 1 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, that's the 2nd home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. James Paxton is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
65, James Paxton.
Into the box, Minnie Minoso. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Trout looks up. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
In now, Joey Wendell. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He doubled his last time through. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Still only 1 out in the inning. Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Standing in now, Frank Thomas. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Wendell stands at first with 1 out.
Hey, come on.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And 2-2.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
The 2-2 is taken high above the zone.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count pitch on its way. And a big swing by the Big Hurt, but he gets nothing but big air there as he's down on strikes.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Josh Donaldson. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He carries a .308 batting average. He's taken him deep once. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is in there for strike one.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Has a look, now the pitch. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 8 and the Yankees nothing. Stepping in, Jake Lamb, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The third baseman, Jake.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Go,
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
1-2.
Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Here's the 1-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get 1 first. Got under the feed to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. LeMahieu playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Runners are at first and third with none out. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Up next for the Yankees.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint here. Well, makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is called a strike as he pulled the bunt back. Sanchez on second. LeMahieu on at first with nobody out. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
One strike.
Here's the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Slice down the left side, but foul. Another payoff pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Sanchez rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Ball 1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
At the plate, Bryce Harper hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 3 runs already home here. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So first and third with 1 away, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now an 8-4 ball game.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the third baseline. A dive, and he can't hang on. And he'll get in there safely.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll take a look at the pitch. Too low. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Offside, 2-1. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The White Sox lead this one 8-4. Strikeouts keep them out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here comes the first pitch. Too low, 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And it's fouled away. Into right field, that's a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Well hit. deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready on 0-2. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a base hit.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. One run is scored.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe one batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Standing in now, Bryce Harper, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1 home is a low changeup that's laid off. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-7 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Michael Kopech answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Don Mattingly will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 taken, strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
In now, Jake Lamb as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. to 2-2 now. Mattingly at second. Judge on at first with 2 down. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He's set. The 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hit hard to third. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We played 4 full, and we are deadlocked at 8 apiece. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Minnie Minoso. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Ball 2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and they've taken a 1-run lead. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. One and 2 to Frank Thomas. And a big swing by the Big Hurt, but he gets nothing but big air there as he's down on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled to first. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. The throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Into the box, Paul Konerko, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Donaldson at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and Konerko lays off a pitch that misses, so it's back to even at 2-2. The count is full. 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Fouled off. The payoff pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Paxton comes set. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Let's go, brothers.
And he misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Gary Sanchez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2-0 now. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-1 the count now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. From the stretch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Batter number 11.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch turned on down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. And this one gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Remind me to stop making predictions. This thing looked out of hand, but I should have known better to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With these two offenses, it's going to be back and forth till the final out.
So striding in, Mike Trout, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Turner takes his lead at third with one away. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
You know, I think his mechanics are starting to betray him a little bit. He's really lost the strike zone, and when that's the case, something is usually off at his delivery.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone! Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. His first homer so far in the series, and they've taken a one-run lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
The 2-2. Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lou Gehrig. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees are out in front, 11-10. They're hanging on to an 11-10 lead. Back here in the Bronx, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Stepping into the box, Frank Thomas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. His first homer here in the series. And just like that, this ball game is all tied. Into the box now, Paul Konerko.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
In now, Tim Anderson. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Pitch on the way. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx, and we are tied 11-11. Jace Fry is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, Jace Fry.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mike Trout, he's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Anderson scoops it up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Randall Delgado answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 25, Randall Delgado.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Bryce Harper. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Lou Gehrig waits on deck. And the 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Polka looks up. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Into the box, Lou Gehrig, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Don Mattingly, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh no, he can't hold on to it.
I guarantee
guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Good.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. The Yankees lead this one 12-11. Ron Guidry comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 49, Ron Guidry.
Striding in, Frank Thomas. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie in the top of the 9th.
Frank Thomas.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Paul Konerko, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Harper racing back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Tim.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Striding into the box, Tim Anderson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Konerko stands at second with 2 gone. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Yankees have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 12-11 final in this ball game. The New York Yankees jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Adam Ottavino earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The winning pitcher is Adam Ottavino. The loss goes to Randall Delgado. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes.